Right, hi guys, welcome back. What we're doing tonight, we're actually going to group spine some arrows and some arrow shafts, and we're going to do it really accurately. So the first thing that I'm going to look at, I bought some cheap arrows on Amazon. I think they were 30 quid for a dozen. So the first thing I want to do is I want to spine all of these, find out actually what they are. So the setup is as follows. Spine board, now for visually sighted, I have an engineer's ruler here. Now this, parts of it can measure hundredths of an inch. If you can get hold of one, so much the better. But one that does tenths of an inch will do just as fine, just won't be quite as accurate. There's a pin here, which provides one datum point. We have two fixed points here, 28 inches apart, right? And then we have our 1.98 pound weight. Now I've since found out why they use I've since found out where the 1.98 pound comes from. I just haven't discovered yet why they use a 1.98 pound. When I find that out, I'll tell you the whole story. Right, anyway, so that has our second datum point on it, which is that piece of wire there, which is level, when there's an arrow in it, it's level with the horizontal edge of the arrow shaft. So we shall slip the arrow shaft under there. Now we've also got a centre mark here. Right, so now it doesn't matter that these arrows are already fletched. Fletching doesn't make any difference to the spine at all. Right, so we pop that on there. And like I said, we're going to mark these really accurately. So we're going to just move that to the centre and allow it to hang free. Right, make sure everything's lined up. Right, make sure that the knock is actually, if the arrows are made properly, it should be, the knock should be horizontal. Right, there we go. Right, so now next thing what we're going to do is we're going to get out my nice lovely pair of calipers which I bought recently, and we're going to turn them on and zero them. Now the reason I like these is because, if you can line it up, they're illuminated, so it makes it a little bit easier for me to see. Not perfect, but we also have my glasses on and a magnifying glass. So what we're going to do is we're going to measure between our first datum point, which is the pin in the board, which is actually set level with the horizontal top edge, and then so we're going to measure from that point there to that point there, which is the second datum point on the weight. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to get our calipers. Now this can be a bit fiddly. Right, so and we're just going to adjust. Now I'm having to do this by feel, so I've just got to make sure everything lines up. And later on I'll get the lad up and we'll do this quite accurately, because he can see what he's doing, I can't. Right, so almost there. Right, there we are. That's it. So that gives us a measurement. Now if I get my tape and I illuminate the readout, get the magnifying glass on, that gives us a reading of, if I can read it, hasn't read. What happened there? So we'll 0 it. Illuminate, try again. I think what happened there is I lost the bottom datum point. So I'm just going to make sure and close them up carefully. Gone too far. Right, there we are. So I shall get magnifier again. Right, yeah, we've got a reading now. And that reading is 4, 8, 'It isn't. Can't see it properly. Right, I'm just going to go out of shot while I have a look at this properly. Right, so that is 4, 8, 8, I believe. I shall just show you that, guys. Where are we? There we are. I believe that says 488. See, now what I would do now is I would write onto the shaft itself, I would write on 488. Now, next thing to do is I'm going to get the phone. So you have no idea what the spine on these arrows are, or what bow weight it would actually be suitable for. So I have an app on here called Arrows, and it allows you to set certain parameters. I've got this set up at 28-inch shaft length. Right, so you're 28 inches shaft length. I'm also going to adjust so it tells us so that it matches the spine up, which was 488. I've gone the wrong way. Thankfully this actually got quite a good contrast on this, so I can read it a little bit easier. 488. Come on, move. There we are. 488. So that means these arrows would be suitable for a 49-pound draw weight. Now I'll just show you that, you can have a look. So basically those are 500 spine, 488, so around about 488 spine, which would be suitable for a 49-pound draw weight bow. Because I had no idea, it didn't tell me what the spine weight on these arrows or anything was when I bought them. Probably why they were only 30 quid for a dozen. But anyway, so there we go. That's how I would check more accurately for spine, to make sure the arrows are suitable for what bow you're going to use. Now if I was later on, as well as these arrows, I've got a whole bunch of Port Orford cedar shafts that need to be spine shafts, and I would do it exactly the same way. I just simply put the shaft through the spine, put the weight on the shaft, and then place the shaft onto the board like so. Have it equidistant. These are 32-inch shafts, but I'm measuring at 28. make sure the weight goes to the centre, and then measure. And I'll do a quick measure just to show you. Put my glasses on. Right, turn that on, and 0. Right, so there's quite a big gap here. I wish I could see what the hell I'm doing. Right, so again, I'm only doing this by feel. I'll get the light up later on and we'll do it properly. Right, so quickly, just so that gives us a spine rating of 1 point. I think that's a 1. Just to give you an idea. 1.1, so 1100 spine. Right, so that would be equal to come on, adjust yourself. Right, so I've just gone to 1.1, which gives us an arrow which would be suitable for £30 draw weight. You can have a look. So there we go, it's as simple as that. Now later on we'll just mean that it'll just continue and we'll work through all these arrows and these shafts, like getting a measurement for each one, a spine rating, and writing the spine rating on each of the shafts as we go. Anyway, hope you found that interesting. Stay safe, keep slinging the sticks. We'll talk again soon. Cheers guys.